The conflict between Abby Webster, Sally Carman, and Imran Habib, Charlie D'Amelio, continues to spiral in Coronation Street, and when Abby gets some ammunition she needs, she may have the upper hand. But for how long? Elsewhere, Tim and Sally Metcalf, Joe Duttine and Sally Dinover, take more steps to try and get their sex life back on track, but Tim puts his health at risk and disaster strikes. And Fizz tapes, Jenny McAlpine, past comes knocking when Phil Whitaker, Jamie Kenner, discovers her past with serial killer John. Quite the bombshell to digest. Monday, May 16th. A big mistape. Fizz meets up with Phil and his friends, Graham and Angela. Graham recognizes Fizz from her trial and explains that he was the solicitor for the prosecution. Fizz confides in Tyrone how she's never told Phil about her crazy ex-husband in case he ran a mile. What will Phil think? As Imran, Toya, Kelly, Nick, Leanne and Adam gather for Alfie's naming ceremony, Abby enters. Abby grabs the opportunity to take some pictures of her son. Abby secretly meets up with Matty, an old contact, and handing him a couple of envelopes, orders him to work his magic. Tim buys some tickets from Debbie for the charity raffle in memory of Oliver. Tim wins a romantic night for two in her hotel. While Sally packs, Tim orders some erectile dysfunction tablets, ignoring the warning about heart conditions. Mrs. Crawshaw tells Daniel that a permanent teaching post has come up and she'd like him to apply for it. David and Shona break the news to Max that he will be attending a pupil referral unit for a year. Meanwhile, outside the flower shop, Nikki begs Ken and Tracy to cut Daniel some slack. Wednesday, May 18th. Ticking Tim bomb. At the hotel, as Tim and Sally kiss passionately, Tim's heart starts to pound and he becomes short of breath. Tim confesses to Sally that he's taken an erectile dysfunction tablet and collapses on the bed. Horrified, Sally calls an ambulance. When Toya reveals that she's let Abby take Alfie for a walk by herself, Imran's horrified. Imran finds her at Red Rec and demands to know what she's playing at. In Victoria Garden, Abby calls Matty and confirms that she's happy to wait a week for the fake passports. Tracy and Amy are shocked to see Ken and Daniel sharing a laugh together. Tracy rails at Daniel and threatens to report him to Mrs. Crawshaw. Tracy calls at the barbers in a bid to recruit David on her mission to sabotage Daniel's job. What will David decide? At number 1, Tracy lambasts Ken for taking Daniel's side. Max returns from his first day at the new school on a high. In the factory, Michael's fascinated to realize she was married to John State, the serial killer, and Fizz storms out, awash with humiliation. Friday, May 20th. Daniel's school of thought. Daniel tells Mrs. Crawshaw that he doesn't think he's cut out for teaching. In the Rovers, Daniel reveals that he's decided to jack in teaching. David reckons it's the best news he's heard in ages. In the flat, Daniel tells Nikki about how he doesn't deserve to be a teacher. When Nikki suggests they could have a future together, how will Daniel react? Sally and Ronnie pass by number 1. When Tim hears Ronnie telling Sally that he's sorry her romantic getaway was such a flop, he leaps to the wrong conclusion. Tim punches Ronnie in the face. What will happen next? Amy and Jacob worry about their broken boiler and where they're going to get a shower. Mary realizes she's left Tracy's order book at home, so Jacob offers to pick it up for her. Eileen returns home and she's shocked to find Jacob wearing only a towel, having just had a shower. As Eileen screams and threatens to call the police, how will Jacob get out of this one? Putting their differences aside for once, Eileen and Gail place flowers by the arena memorial bench to pay their respects and mark the 5th anniversary of so many lives lost. Meanwhile, Tyrone spots Phil in Victoria Garden handing a bloke a large envelope. Tyrone's intrigued, aware that Phil is meant to be in Leeds.